Leaves from my journal, Logan Pierce's daily writings from the Washington, D.C. South Mission. Day 66, June 2nd, 2006. Well, Elder T.H. has made me famous throughout the Washington, D.C. South Mission. Yesterday, he was introducing me to the other missionaries from his zone. He said, "So this is Elder Pierce, the oil man." I'm not just the oil man, I'm the elder that walks on his toes, the drawer, the history buff, the sculptor, the chronic journal writer, and the quote maker. Lovely titles. My quotes include, "I've got an oil for that. It's not food, it's hamburgers. You know what I like about you, Elder F? Your slow drawl. You know, I'm in pretty good standings with the kitchen staff now. I could maybe arrange for you to train in the meat locker." And arguably my most famous quote, "All my thoughts float around in my head until they're caught by the dolphin-safe tuna net inside my mind." These are just things I said at the MTC that Elder TH thought were hilarious. I'll explain the meaning behind these phrases. First, "I've got an oil for that." That came about because whenever someone at the MTC got a sore throat or a pain of any kind, I'd offer them some essential oils. Elder TH liked the peppermint oil pretty well. "It's not food, it's hamburgers." I received a care package from home while at the MTC. My family made hamburgers and sushi for me. It was candy hamburgers made from Nilla wafers, Keebler grasshoppers, and sugared food coloring for candy lettuce and stuff. The sushi was made from Rice Krispies wrapped in fruit by the foot. It was very clever. Anyway, it was delivered to me in our classroom. I started to eat some of the yummy treats my family made me when Elder TH, who was our district leader at the MTC, said to me, "Elder Pierce, there's no eating food in the classroom." I don't, to this day, know why I said with a mock British accent, "It's not food, it's hamburgers." Elder F loved that one. We'd be walking down the hall a week later, and he'd say, "It's not food, it's hamburgers," just out of nowhere, and it just put a smile on his face. I think it's funny what I said, even if it doesn't make any sense. Speaking of Elder F, my next quote is, "You know what I like about you, Elder F? Your slow drawl." I first made note of this early in my journal on day 5. I love how he sounds like Pete from Oh Brother Where Art Thou. It was late, we were going to bed. I was kind of sleepy, trying to fight drowsiness. I said to Elder F, "You know what I like about you, Elder F? Your slow drawl." Once again, I don't know why I paused after each slow. I don't know why I said what I said. Elder F caught on to it, though. He says he's proud of his slow drawl. I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, I'm in pretty good standings with the kitchen staff now. I could maybe arrange for you to train in the meat locker. This one I think needs the most backstory to make any sense. The first sentence about being in good standings with the kitchen staff comes from the fact that I went where most missionaries didn't go, in the cafeteria. They got me the aluminum foil I needed to make my sculpture. I also went to the heart of the MTC kitchen to bake my sculpture when it was finished. I had permission, of course. That's why it was well known at the MTC that I was in good standings with the kitchen staff, because I came and went as I pleased. They thought it was neat that I could sculpt and needed to use their ovens to bake it. Very nice people. The person whom I offered to train in their meat locker was my companion, Elder PA. In our dorms at the MTC one night, Elder PA got in a fight. Some things were said by both parties that should not have been. In the end, Elder PA ended up in a headlock. His pride was hurt, that's all. Elder PA had some anger management problems to work out. He said, "I hate getting pushed around." He was angry, and not knowing how to vent his anger, he started doing push-ups. I just wanted to make it clear that the missionary Elder PA got in a fight with wasn't anyone from our district. We were all very good friends there. No, this was just some other missionary that liked to roughhouse. Having been next to my companion and watching him get into this fight, I didn't know what to say to him. I figured I needed to say something, and watching him doing push-ups and muttering under his breath reminded me of the Rocky movies. So off the cuff, I told my companion, Elder PA, I'm in pretty good standings with the kitchen staff now. I could maybe arrange for you to train in their meat locker. That made Elder PA laugh. He was still mad at the time, but he couldn't help it. It just made him laugh out loud. After that, he wasn't mad about what happened anymore. This next quote about the tuna nets came about because I was asked by Elder TH how I kept coming up with all these funny quotes. I told him it was because I like to read books. Everything I've seen or heard is a thought in my head. My brain is like the ocean. I then said, all my thoughts float around in my head until they're caught by the dolphin-safe tuna net inside my mind. That explains my thought process. Whenever I'd say something funny, Elder TH would go, Elder Pierce, you and your tuna nets are too much. It's just crazy. Elder F would then correct him. Don't forget, they're dolphin-safe tuna nets. We had a lot of fun with that as well as a lot of other catchphrases. I got a real red wagon, and I can't do my work. But it only lasted a year. And that's good, because that's how you establish a cult. Well, that's all for now. Thanks for listening to Leaves from My Journal. I'll be back with more soon, so be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.